You have to be super careful when you're shopping at Macy's because which one is the extreme and which one is the original? This is Gentleman Society Eau de Parfum. Well, I'll tell you, this is the extreme version. The label is like one shade darker. It's such a negligible difference. Nevertheless, of course, I've owned this one for a year now, and I recently purchased the extreme version from Macy's. I'm going to tell you all about it in just a second, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I tell you about Givenchy Gentleman Society Eau de Parfum Extreme, I'll tell you about the smell, the notes, performance, comparisons, longevity. I'm also going to compare it to the original Gentleman Society, which I think is a fantastic fragrance. But I want to start the video off first by saying that if you're a fan of fragrance-related content and if you love smelling your best, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Now, as far as the note breakdown is concerned, there aren't too many differences. This one has a more amplified coffee ingredient, I would say. The most significant difference is the inclusion of vetiver. There's Haitian vetiver, there's Madagascan vetiver, and of course, vetiver is earthy, it's grassy, it is this beautiful ingredient when used in the right volume or in the right quantity. Of course, if it's too heavy on the vetiver, it can smell like soil or dirt, depending on the variety of vetiver as well. Nevertheless, I'm going to talk to you about the smell in just a second. Let's start things off with a quick look at the presentation first. So right in the opening of this perfume, you are going to get resemblance to the original Gentleman Society. Look, I love this fragrance. I've been wearing this one for a year now, and this one is very elegant, classy, CEO, professional type of a fragrance. And it's interesting because vetiver is an ingredient that I've always associated with like a CEO type of scent, whether it be Grey Vetiver by Tom Ford or Guerlain's vetiver. And this one, the original, is not so much about the vetiver. Let's be honest. This one does have the narcissus. There was this bit of a starchy, irisy quality, and of course it also has a touch of vanilla, but it's not sweet at all. This one has the Madagascan vanilla, it has that coffee ingredient in the heart, and it also has some woodsy touches, but that vetiver note is really what powers this fragrance and pushes it forward. Yeah, there are some spices in here as well. I think cardamom is listed as an ingredient, and you do get it, but it's so much so about the vetiver. So what can I say about the smell of this fragrance? Well, it's elegant, it's masculine, it's sophisticated, it's fantastic for the office. If you're dressed up in a suit and tie, you want to smell your best, you want to convey your best aura, I think this one is fantastic for that. Is it worth getting the extreme version over the original? 100%. If you like the earthy touches of the original, you want that amplified, go with this one. If you want something that performs better, go with this one. So the original is going to get you in the vein of like 7 or 8 hours. This one is going to get you 9 or 10 hours. And of course, all of that is going to be contingent upon your skin chemistry. So my preference would be the Eau de Parfum Extreme. Am I still going to wear the original? Sure, probably now in the summertime. It's a bit more diffusive, and I feel like maybe if I don't want it to get too heavy, I'm going to opt for the original. But of course, this one is going to be sticking by my side all throughout the fall and winter, especially if I have a function or a formal event to attend. It's awesome. I'm glad I purchased it. I found this one at Macy's. I'm sure you can find it at other retail stores as well. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. So first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, well, it's a true flanker in the sense that it smells very similar to the original Gentleman Society, but of course this one is a touch darker, and I think it smells amazing. I don't think it's too heavy-handed, even as far as the vetiver is concerned. Longevity, 8 to 10 hours, depending on your skin chemistry. Projection was good for the first hour. It radiated within an arm's length. It became an elbow's length scent right around hour 7, a skin scent right around hour 9 or 10. As far as the versatility is concerned, it's a bit masculine leaning. I would say any season except for the summer. This one is more of a dressed up fragrance, and I think it would appeal to an older demographic. And as far as the presentation is concerned, I think Givenchy could have done something a little bit different just to create some disparity between this one and the original, but nevertheless, the presentation is gorgeous, and I love how it's colored black on the inside of the bottle. Gives me that Narciso Rodriguez feel. My final verdict on this fragrance is one of the best releases of 2024. Is it the best? I'm not sure. I think all of that is going to be personal preference. I personally love Hugo Boss, the scent elixir. I just love the way that it smells. But this one, of course, is more on the serious, elegant side of things. The Hugo Boss is more on the playful, fun, flirtatious, outgoing side of things. What has your experience been with this fragrance? Drop your comment down below. And if you took anything of value from today's review, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up. Thanks again for watching. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Bye.